Boarding with WoofDriver. 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 Hi. She's just a pup, so I'm just trying to train her. She's a little scared, so I'm trying to work her through it. Come on, good girl. Boarding with WoofDriver. Boarding with WoofDriver.
RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. RuFFBoarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver.
Now for all my YouTube and Facebook fans and friends watching this, what I'm doing basically is introducing her to pretty much dog-powered or wheel-powered dog sports. So these are unlike easy, easy, G over, easy, G over. Come on, good girl. These are wheel-powered sports, so the wheels make a little more noise than like a sled, and it's a little more intimidating to the dog because they see the wheel turn. But believe it or not, it's not as threatening to them as you or I might think it appears, because they just don't seem to have a fear of it. At least a lot of the dogs that I've trained. G, G, G. Now one of the toughest ones was the Princess. The Princess has recently crossed Rainbow Bridge, and Lola's the new one and only female of the WoofDriver.
Rough boarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver.
She had water pretty recently, but this is new for her, and she's got nervous energy going on, a lot of stuff, so I want to offer her as much as she might want.
Now you can see also that I'm wearing a leash on my wrist here.
And the leash is a cinch collar, basically.
It's a rope or fabric, if you will. Good girl. See, that was an awkward position for her. Good girl.
This is where we rest. You did good, Lily. See, now I sat down and she's drinking water. She was a little nervous with me standing over her. The bike's over her. We're under a tree. What looks like a normal setting can be a little bit challenging for a dog, especially a dog that's new. She just got here to me. Hi, good girl. So when I did that, she relaxed for a second.
Rough boarding with
If you saw us
WoofDriver.
earlier, if you've been watching this whole video, we took a break earlier where she actually sat down, lay down, and she just chilled. And this is what it's all about. If I can get her to lay down and say, hey, this is fun. We do a little exercise, eat a little hot dog. I train with hot dogs. If I didn't mention this and you don't know me, the reason I do it is because hot dogs can be cut into really small pieces fairly easily. And the smaller you can
Rough
cut a hot
boarding
dog
with
or
WoofDriver.
a treat. Hi, good girl. I don't want to pull the bike, so a little closer. Hi. The less food you're giving them, less hot dogs, more pieces each time, which means I can give her more treats per outing or training session without filling her up too much. And you want to be careful about something called bloat. So I want to exercise her lightly, or
Rough boarding
not work her
with
too hard,
WoofDriver.
because I am giving her food too. So I'm just taking my time. And as you can see, it's not a lot of work for her. Now she's going to lay down. This is crucial. It's great. Good girl, Lola. Good girl. Feeling comfortable now. This is what I was trying to get at before. So where Lola came from, I rescued her from pretty much a woman, a family
Rough
that
boarding
does some
with
breeding.
WoofDriver.
And because of health issues, they had to rehome her. And she has had puppies. And if you follow me, that was the same way Princess was. So I've had a good experience with that. I feel like I'm doing good because I'm rescuing a dog. Always good to rescue when we can. And giving her a whole new lease on life. So
Rough
she hasn't been
boarding with
introduced as of me
WoofDriver.
making this video yet to the rest of the wolf pack, which includes Jag, Chase, Zorro, who are all males. And then we have the semi-wolf pack, Gigi, who's the 14-pound Chinese Crested. And that's a little more sensitive because Gigi is a small dog, and typically Huskies are hunters. And they're very prey-driven, so when they see
Rough
something
boarding
small,
with
they
WoofDriver.
can prey upon it. And people who know of Huskies, a lot of rescues won't adopt Huskies if people have cats in their household or other small animals like rabbits. Now, small dogs, they can sense it's a dog, and usually it's not a problem. Again, dog to dog, husky to husky. But Huskies are hunters, and a lot of people don't understand that. Oh, look at the good girl. She knows where they're at.
Rough boarding with WoofDriver.
Oh, man. Hi, good girl. I always want to keep them motivated as much as possible. And again, the hot dogs will do that. It's not like giving them a treat, a cookie that's got, hi, good girl, where you're you keep trying to break small pieces off the hot dog. You cut them all into real small pieces before you leave for training, and they're with you, usually in a bag or a container. And you can sell
Rough
treat bags
boarding
people
with
wear,
WoofDriver.
etc. So we've got a dog coming up now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. Hi, good girl. See if he turns around. She's great with other dogs. I mean, we've had, if you've been watching this video, we encountered one dog so far, pretty much up close, and then there was one dog on the side, and she did great. So someone's coming up here. If they do come up further, I'll probably stand up with her.
Rough boarding with
But I did want to
WoofDriver.
say that I have this leash in my hands, but she's secure to the bike, scooter, RuFFBoard, if you will, using the special attachments. These are really sled dog attachments. The one that's to hook the dogs together on a team. So, and then I use different kinds of bungees and other attachments to set them up and do them right. So, and they're attached. Then that's attached to a specialized springer. The springer, you might have heard me talk about in the past, is made for dogs. It goes on the bike. Different tethers attached to it, just like the sled dog tether or the bungee tether I'm talking about here. And then they attach to the harness. That way when the dog pulls, it has some elasticity and it doesn't just yank the dog back. Because it's a smaller line than if it was really on a tow line, like a sled dog line. Those are long lines, and there's less, there's more play in them, basically. And the nice thing again about this setup is the small amount of play there is, it enables me to go on roads like this and other narrow situations because the dog only has so much room to run, but it gets them just as much exercise. It's very effective, and it keeps them safe, and it lets me access areas and trails all over the East Coast like I run, adventures that I normally wouldn't be able to do if I really had them out in front of me and the dogs were actually full on pulling. But I do have this leash, and that's only, if you've seen me, I've had videos of me training the Chinese Crested to do the same thing here. And I use the leash just to make sure if she does, because dogs can back out of harnesses, especially when they're new and they don't understand them and they feel restrained. So just in case she would do that, I have a security net around her. It's just a lasso leash, like I was saying, or a cinch. It goes through itself, and it's made to do this. And it safely goes around her neck to just give me a little extra security in case she would somehow back out and get in a situation where I couldn't see everything going on and she got away somehow. I still have this in my hand and be able to have control of her. And the first time out, it's very important because you don't know how she's going to act. And I might use the leash another time or two. She's doing way beyond my expectations today. Hi, good girl. And a lot of that has to do with the confidence that's instilled in her because she took to the bike, and it's a scary situation, as I was talking about the wheel, whatever. And some dogs it takes a little bit of time to get over, but she's over it pretty much. Not to say that she's not going to be a little skittish around it next time we hook up or even later today, but she's feeling really good now. She's getting some good rest in. She's getting comfortable with me. This is the most important part here, is the bonding with me and her, because I'm going to be doing other training with her, teaching her the electric collar and the recall command and the word no, which is the most important. That way I have full control before I introduce her to the other dogs, just in case we would have any kind of confrontations. I can control them. When I teach her with the electric collar, I'll then have full control over her, and I'll be able to introduce them and feel comfortable for myself. So that's where we're at right now, folks. Beautiful day. This is Preakness Day. Just in case you're watching this 10 years from now. Saturday, May the 18th. And 6:18 at night. It's just beautiful. So let me do some housekeeping here. I'm on Facebook a lot. If you see me on there, please join our groups and join all my pages. I've got a lot of pages because I don't spend as much time as I should. Maybe we post a lot because I have a team of people that help me, but I don't always explain it as well as I'd like to because I'm busy adventuring and training dogs, my dogs. So join us if you can, because you will get some really good pointers, and when I can do informal sit downs like this on my videos, etc., you'll really learn a lot. I've done this for 25 years now, and my learnings have been wonderful, and I'm still learning every day. I've got a new dog here, and I'm learning her ins and outs, and pretty much everything that she exhibits, a lot of her qualities were instilled from her since she was born, from her birth mother dog and from the family she lived with. She's getting up, and that's a good sign. She's ready to go. Hi, good girl. Hi.
Look real closely. Do a lot of traffic. Paul, come around. I'm teaching her a command. Paul, come around. I'm sure she's not going to pick up on it yet, but it's good to learn. Paul, come around. Come on, go get her. All right. Good girl. Now, when a dog stops to shake like that, it's usually he'll stop, and you can jerk him a little on the bike. So we try to stop. I try to slow up for him. Good girl. I'm gonna let her. She's almost prancing. I'm gonna let her show her wild oats a little bit and see what she's got. Let her pick it up just a little bit. She's not worried about the wheels at all. That's the most important thing, because almost all my vehicles have some sort of wheel to them, because we don't get a lot of snow here. So we don't get out in the snow. If we do, it's usually on a wheeled vehicle because it's only 2 or 3 inches. Good. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. And she was getting a little close to the good girl. And I was teaching her, don't go in front, because their natural intention when they see something on the other side is to cross in front of the vehicle. That's why you see the white surfboard-like PVC wrap around here. Kind of nudge the dogs along, it doesn't hurt them, and it'll keep them out of the wheel. If they would come in contact with the wheel, it's not going to hurt them anyways. But more importantly is just to teach her to stay beyond. Now, I can even give her less lead than that so she couldn't get around. But this is the normal lead I give the other dogs, and I feel comfortable with it. Good girl. That little nudge she felt on the white and me saying, come on, and no, whatever, told her, hey, I need to be on this side. Not to say it won't happen again, but we're in early stages of training, and it's a good experience. Something like that can happen. Eventually, I'll set up, or I'll go into a situation where I'll set the dog up to have a heavy distraction so I can control it where it doesn't happen, catch me off guard too. Before it catches me off guard, I can control the situation and teach the dog how to respond instead of just finding that situation and then responding to it when I'm under pressure too. It's the best way to train dogs is to, when they have an issue, behavior or whatever, set them up. Good girl. See, she started to go in front. She saw a bird, and then she thought about it. She's like, I can't do that. So I was putting the brake on. How cool is that? Good girl, Lola.
RuFFboarding with WoofDriver.
Good girl. Good girl, Lola.
RuFFboarding with WoofDriver. RuFFboarding with WoofDriver. RuFFboarding with WoofDriver.
Crate training, having a dog in a crate is so important. They don't live their life in a crate, but they go there for safety and comfort. They like being in there because they're den-dwelling animals. So they live in packs in the wild. I'm talking non-domesticated dogs from yesteryear, a long time ago, wolves, their ancestors. They live in packs in their den dwelling. They feel safe. Something can't come up on them and surprise them. Well, it's a natural, instinctual part of their lives. The crate resembles that to them, and they take to it naturally.
RuFFboarding with WoofDriver. WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver. Rough boarding with WoofDriver.
Good girl. Tongue's hanging over his side. That's about the closest thing you can get to a smile. What they
Rough
say.
boarding with WoofDriver.
Then we give her a few hot dogs. I don't like to really give any while we're riding, but you have to for training purposes. So, and the reason I don't like to when you're exercising is because, again, bloat can take place. More comfortable drinking out of that bowl. I guess not. So again, if you go back on my YouTube videos, you'll see all my dogs getting to the pond here, and they love it. Now there's been a crane coming by lately, and he's been, let's see if she wants to go in. I don't know how she is around water. She can't hurt herself on here. I want to see if she wants to get in. Again, a new experience. There are fish in here. She can't hurt herself. She can't get any fish. It's very shallow. This is just enough to wet her paws. Actually, she's a little bit smaller, so it might get up to her kneecaps, if you will. Come on, good girl. Lola. I like seeing her confidence level. She comes right out here. Now the fish are hiding. She sees them. And that's where we're at, folks. I don't think she's going to get in. Now, she'll learn to get in when she sees the other dogs do it. And of course, I could help her get in. But I'm going to keep this as... We've done enough today. We don't need to add that to the list yet, but it will be coming. So, you never know. Come down here to the bench. See if she wants to relax here. So the other dogs are inside, meaning Zorro, Chase, and Jag. And I'm going to let them out. I just don't want them to meet yet. I don't even want them to see each other because it could start a bad, just getting off on the wrong foot. So I think she wants to go inside. I'm going to end the video, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. WoofDriver signing off.